Hello. Hello. I'm going to wait for people to get here because I just announced this live stream and maybe people haven't found it yet. So I'm just getting it set up. And then I have so much to fill you up on, to fill you in on. I guess that's what you say. Yes. Okay. Looks like we are rock and rolling now. I'm just going to wait a second. I'm also going to drop the link in the Patreon chat because maybe people are going to want to see this. The video dropped 23 minutes ago. I cannot wait. So let's go. Let's see. All right. We'll see who shows up. But I can't wait. Okay, so while everybody's waiting, I'm waiting for everybody, let me tell you about my warning journey and how it's all culminating in tomorrow. Okay. A few things happened recently. So I bought my ticket to BOTTLEROCK as soon as I found out the warning was going to be performing, not really even knowing what time they were going to go on. All we knew, I think, was that they were on Saturday, but they didn't have any specifics of the sets at the time. And I bought the ticket anyway, and I was like, well, I'm sure it will work out. And I bought the 3-day pass because I don't know. I thought, I was like, well, maybe I can go for all three. It's actually a better value than buying a single day. And I live like 2 hours away. And so I was like, okay, well, hopefully I can find a place to stay up there so that I don't have to go back and forth, or at least then I know I can go one day because it's 2 hours each way, like driving. I mean, it'll be like an hour and a half, but there'll be traffic. So I'm expecting it to be like 2 hours. So anyway, as time started getting closer, I'm like looking at hotels in Napa, and it's like everything's a 3-night minimum, and they're charging $1,000 a night, or like for like a bad hotel that's usually, Napa is always expensive, but let's say it's some travel lodge and it's usually $150 a night. They're charging like $700 a night. I'm like, no, this is not going to happen, right? So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll just drive on Saturday and miss the Friday and then come back and then just go Saturday, stay all day, come back Saturday night. I was like, that's going to be really hard because it's going to be at least like an hour and a half, 2 hours drive each way. So I was like really bummed about that. But then the other day, I kept checking all of the points, like Hyatt points, Hilton points, Marriott points, because some of my credit cards allow me to transfer points to those programs. And so I was very lucky to see that there was a hotel in downtown Napa that I could get for like a pretty reasonable rate considering it's a holiday weekend, it's BOTTLEROCK, and it's walking distance to the BOTTLEROCK fairgrounds, like where the festival is. It's an 18-minute walk. So it's a 15-minute walk for me because I'm fast. I couldn't believe it. This was like just a few days ago. I was like, oh my God, Friday to Sunday? Yes, like I can do that. And so now that means I finished work today at 12. I'm packing like right now. And then right in the middle of my packing, I'm on Instagram because, I can't help it. I'm like scrolling and I'm like, new music video dropped by The Warning. I was like, what? I was like, I have to do this right now. So I delayed my packing. I feel like I'm ahead on the packing. I just heard the song of Ego. Kevin, KFH Kevin, I think that's his name. He was in my live stream the other night where I take requests live, like where people just like put stuff in the chat and then I play them. He requested the song. So I heard the audio and I was like, ooh, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit like crossover. It's a little bit EDM-ish, but like rock, like I was like, that's cool. Oh, and then there's one other part of the story right before I play this. Yesterday, I was able to react to Youngblood because someone requested the big hello, goodbye, hey, hello, hey, whatever his like big 9-minute epic song was that came out last year. Someone tipped me to react to that. And I was like, oh, Youngblood, that's the people The Warning are going with. Okay. And so therefore I was able to, oh good, my alarm just went off. I'm awake. Okay. So I was able to watch that Youngblood video and I was like, oh, the Youngblood is very appropriate for the warning to be touring with. So all of this has come to fruition in the last like 48 hours. And the point is I'm going to BOTTLEROCK. I'm bringing a Yoshi to BOTTLEROCK. I don't know which one yet, but a Yoshi's going to come in my little clear bag to BOTTLEROCK. Yoshi's going to watch the warning. I don't know which one, but I'm going to be like this in front of the warning. My strategy is, there was a chat in this Patreon chat about other people who are going to BOTTLEROCK. And so we're going to try to meet up somehow. I don't know how, but I think I'm going to wear my like influencer outfit, like my thigh highs and stuff. I think people will be able to find me. So I was like, oh, I have to wear my influencer outfit. Like whatever. It's just marketing. And so then I was like, well, I'm now staying in Napa. I'm walking distance away. Why don't I just go really early, go to the stage where the warning's playing, try to get as close as possible, put down a blanket, make friends with the people around me, and then hopefully we can like switch off guarding the space so that when it's time for the warning to play, I like come back and I'm like really close to the front. I don't have VIP, but that's what the plan is. All right, I see 19 people here now. I think that's enough to start. I gave warning in the Patreon chat. So people who want to watch me react live, we're doing it. So remember, I heard the song a few days ago. So therefore, I'm going to pause in this reaction if I want to say something. If not, we're just going to go straight through. But I want to see what you guys have to see. Maybe you already watched it already. So, okay. I'm super excited. And it's in Spanish. That's what I remember from the other day. So we'll look at the lyrics after because I wanted to understand more of what was going on. They did not. Oh, they did put them here. Cool. Maybe I will read those really quickly. My intention is never to offend. It's something that you never manage to understand. I can't change what you choose to see. I already tried. I'm already tired. You think I care, but I don't even hear you. I don't have as much free time. Tell them how I buy everything while you talk. You pay me. Ooh, I like this song already. Okay, we'll go over it more like word for word Spanish because it's never an exact translation. Okay, buckle up. Oh, wait, my headphones are not properly in. Let's do this again. But already I'm like, ooh, black and white, shoe walking. Ooh, look at those boots. Yes.
Jamás será la de ofender. Es algo que nunca logras entender. No puedo cambiar lo que decides ver. Ya lo intenté, ya me cansé. Piensas que me importa pero ni te oí. A mí no me sobra tiempo como a ti. No es que aquí seguimos pero yo me fui. Ya te leí, te dejo ahí.
Okay, you guys know I love talking about the fashion and the style. So already, black and white video. This is like high fashion runway stuff, okay? One, the first thing you see is a black leather heeled boot. That's like the sexiest thing in the world. And the girls are like supermodels here as they're like walking and they have that like sultry like confidence. It's so great because they were just young little, teenage girls, right? And now they're like, we own this stage. So far, amazing. Also, I love the looks and everything's black and leather and there's like some studding, like the studs going down the pants, the studs, it's like what links them all. They look amazing. And also the very like serious faces. No one's smiling. It's like sexy confidence. Oh my gosh, that was so great. Okay, the flashing words. I'm pretty sure, I mean, my Spanish is not great, but I'm pretty sure pagas has to do with the thing about paying, right? And we talk about you pay me. While you talk, you pay me. Pagas. I like it. It's kind of like dominatrix, honestly. You know, have you guys heard of like findom? It's like where women are like, give me all your money, you pay pig, you know, like you need to pay me again, whatever. It's kind of like, you want to talk to me? Pay me. I think it's sexy. And I love the flashing black and white. It's like with the beat and it's very like industrial, like brr, brr, you know, like it's just like, oh, it's so good. They're so grown up. It's so amazing. Okay, yeah. Oh, someone in the chat said Nine Inch Nails vibes for sure. Industrial. Someone said, love the industrial sound they put in this one. Awesome song, impactful video. They're experimenting in a good way. Let's keep going. We'll probably revisit too because it's like only 3 minutes. Do you hear the vocal harmony there? It's really nice, by the way. Da 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 da, and they have a da 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 da. They have like a really nice harmony in there. But the way they're laying it with the melodyne, which is like how it's not exactly auto-tune, but it's like processing of the voice. It has a really cool filter effect. Also, those scary dogs. The way the chair is so illuminated against this black exposure, and also because her hair is really blonde in this video, it's also really popping in the black and white shot. I try to do the same thing. Look, black, blonde. I'm channeling Danny today, who some people sometimes go, you kind of look like Danny. I'm like, that's the nicest compliment you've ever seen. They're like, you could be her mother. I'm like, that's right. Okay. She's too good looking. I can't handle it. This shot, great director, by the way, whoever's like laying this shot out. But now, look, you can see the outfit. Look at the cutouts on the leather. I'm going to rewind a second. I want to hear the singing. But look how it's like open on the pants with the rivets and then the opening. This is and then like cool Gen Z sunglasses, because you know Gen Zs wear tiny sunglasses now. The big sunglasses are out. Like these, millennial, not cool. Okay, Donnie's sunglasses, cool. Like I seriously want to buy those now because of that. She's influencing me. I'm rewinding. Do you hear the distortion on the guitars there? It's so good. So good. Again, this flashing word thing works really well. And I think it was really smart because now The Warning has a huge English-speaking audience. Obviously, there's Spanish fans as well, right? Everyone in the Latin American world who loves them. But a lot of the fan base is English speaking. Their first albums were in English. I think it's actually really nice to see the Spanish words as someone who like, I'm okay at Spanish. I'm not great, but like then really seeing the words helps me hear the words better. And I think that's genius. Now, again, the shot, the look, the walk. Also, I want to go back a little bit because I want to hear the beat drop again just because they rocked it out, like out of this world. Like I can't even handle it. But them walking the dogs, the big bulldogs, like Allie with that dog. And the funny thing is, you know how they're like such sweet girls? I bet they were like hugging these dogs backstage, like, oh my God, they're so cute, whatever. But they're like, okay, Allie, look serious, like walk this bulldog, he's scary. And she's like, you know, but really she's just like, hey puppy, hi. Okay. Yes, Allie bass frickin' lick right there. Zooming in on her. I'm rewinding, and then I want to hear the scream on no. So let's go back. wow. I have to rewind a few things. But one, I just am like, you guys, you realize that tomorrow at like 5:45 p.m., I'm going to see them live and they're going to perform this. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Like, it's like surreal to me, especially because I never got to like be around during like the first drops, like when they had their first album releases and you guys were like all knowing, like they were announcing it and then the album came out. I missed all that. Like I was like not a fan yet, you know, I hadn't even started my YouTube channel. So then to like on the day before I'm going to Bottle Rock, they drop this music video, which means I'm gonna get to see it like live right after the drop. Like it's unreal to me. Like I really can't believe it. And it's so beautiful. And I just want to go back to the Pow Dust Scream because I loved it so much. I loved it so much. And I liked when everything got really like messed up. Like their eyes kind of, you know, okay, this is my favorite shot. And I want to point out something really cool. Well, one, Pow is about to do her scream. So let's hear that. And then I'm going to pause in the shot because I noticed something. Okay, that was amazing. No, don't tell me no. I love it. I love that. I don't bark. I just bite. A direct attack on his ego. Don't tell me it's free. It's not my fault I always win. You can always see you're scared. A direct attack on the ego. This is such a female empowerment song, and I like it. I know a lot of the Warning Army is male, but not all. But I'm telling you, this song I really relate to as someone who like doubted myself and like, you know, I'm too old, I'm not pretty enough, I'm like, you know, what did someone once say? You're like a 2 on a good day. I was like, nah, I'm just a 1, sir. You know, oh, you're so old. How dare you compare yourself to them at all? It's like, okay, I'm not comparing myself. I'm just saying I can relate to what they're saying and it inspires me. You know what I mean? So like this whole thing of like them owning their power, their feminine power, and it is a sexual power. It's a very beautiful thing and they are owning it. Now, watch this shot and watch Pow's face compared to the other ones because she is such the intense actress. Look at this. See how much her lips are moving and you can really tell the way she's saying this. And the other two are great too. I'm saying Pow is like, I was drawn to Pow in this shot and they're all evenly spaced and I was just like, Pow, my eyes were on her. Status. Yeah, she get status. She did this. Status. She really opened up. It was status. Watch. 3 seconds back. And they did a really cool, creepy eye thing where their eye is glowing and the shot of pulling down their glasses. Look at the freaking alley. Looks demonic. Straight up. The best shot ever. Yeah, like look at that. Her eyes are demonic. What a great effect. Are we ready to hear the ending again? Wow. I love it. I actually think it's one of my favorite Warning music videos because, don't get me wrong, was Kerosene fun? Like, was Kerosene like, you know, a crazy movie and all that, and they steal the car and then they take the flame launchers and all that? I liked that. And I liked the one where they're with Cuddy and Leon and they're like in the bar. And I thought that was cool. But there's something so pure about this video that it's so understated. And it really matches the vibe of I don't give an F about anything. And that's the vibe here. And it kind of reminds me of, remember Narcisista, whatever that one is? Kind of similar theme, honestly, because I was like narcissist, whatever, Narcisista, and then Ego. both in Spanish, by the way, if you want to talk about connections. I really like it, and I think it works. Like the music is different, like them having more kind of effects on it and a little more, I mean, I liked the heavy metal distortion and all that, but I think it's kind of understated and it actually works really well. And they look so good. And like, again, one of the reasons I like being blonde is specifically to contrast the blonde hair against black, and then she has the really dark lipstick on. It can be a very striking look. And then they all look great. I mean, but yeah, when you're in black and white shots, because you either have the light coming from the back here, and so it's like exposure. Even I can't tell exactly what color hair Pau has here, but she does a reddish tone. I think she definitely chose a wig that had more like blondish reddish, so that it would like stand out more in the black and white, in my opinion, for this video. Because see how it's very almost blonde looking here? I think it was because it looks really good in the dark, in the black. But then Allie has enough shine here, so even her black hair looks stunning. But yeah, it's just, I like that it's so simple. I like that, yeah. I love the black and white. I like the big text. I like Pau's death scream, of course, because what would we be without that? I love the look of it. And I liked the song hearing it, but seeing them sing it, it really took, it brought the emotions in, the fact that I'm going to see them tomorrow. But yeah, don't tell me I can't. I always take what I want. I don't bark. I just bite. A direct hack on the ego. Think what you want. I hope it hurts. Don't tell me I can't, okay? Don't tell me it's free. It's not my fault. I always win. You can already see you're screwed. A direct hack on the ego. I love it. I love it because I as a very small, but as a public figure, whatever, even though I barely have any followers, like I still am publicly putting stuff out there. And so I get a lot of comments, okay? And I can get a lot of very mean comments. And it's literally this song is what they're talking about. This line, really, don't tell me it's free. It's not my fault. I always win. You can always see you're scared. A direct attack on the ego. So basically, like sometimes what I post threatens the little fragile male ego. Sometimes it's female, by the way. You know why women get upset is that the best example I have of this is I was at like a fish show or something, and then the husband came up to me and was like, oh my gosh, I love your content, whatever. And the wife's like, who's that? And he's like, oh, she's this like girl. And she's like, oh, I've never seen her before on the algorithm. And it's like, well, the algorithm is showing me to the men. So some women don't like that, but trust me, I don't want their husband. Okay. Like I don't want your dusty husband. Like, trust me. But sometimes that I think is part. And then the only other reason is that I have really nice legs. I'm just going to say it, it's fact. Like it just is. It's like, one, it was my mother. Two, I'm a fitness instructor and I have and my genetics is weird, but I have really long legs and I can pull off thigh highs. Okay. And I have thigh gap. Okay. Women who hate their legs are very triggered by good legs sometimes. Seriously. That's the only reason women hate on me is like, I have really good legs and I show them, which is threatening. I get. So I relate to this song. Okay. But then really that's more about the men in the comments who are like, you're so ugly. You're so old. You think you're this. You think you're that. I'm like, no, I don't. I do not think I'm on the level of like the warning. Like they're here. I'm like here. Okay. Maybe I'm like not even showing in the screen. Okay. Like, come on. I'm older. I'm not them. I'm not as good of a musician. I'm a musician, but not as good as Danny. Like Danny, like practiced. She's one of the most amazing guitarists right now. I don't think that at all. But just because I have confidence in myself at all, people get very triggered by that. Just because I have confidence. Like, how dare she have any confidence or self-confidence? How dare she believe in herself at all? It's like, you should all believe in yourself. You don't have to be as good as someone else to believe in yourself, okay? So that's the main message I try to go, that everybody can just believe in themselves, and there's no comparison in the world. Like God doesn't compare us, okay? Like God's not like you're better than this person. Like we're all even children in this universe, okay? Like we're all an even soul. So just remember that. And no one can chip down your true soul. That's what I always remember when people were like getting really mean to me. I'm like, hey, I'm a soul. I'm a divine being, okay? You can't chip down. You can't break down a divine being. You can't get them. So yeah. No, the warning is so. Someone in the chat just said, this is the problem. A lot of people think the warning are just popular because their looks. Look, their looks didn't hurt them, but I'm sorry, but like Danny, I saw her do that that guitar thing where she was given the really nice guitar and played with that other famous guitarist. She's so good. Pau is like an excellent drummer. She's been taking the best lessons, studying with the best people, and she's just really good. Like, so I think, but look, the reality is in this industry, if you aren't attractive, it's very hard to get ahead as a woman. That's just facts, okay? So you have to have both, unfortunately. And yes, there are some people who have no talent, who just have looks, and the industry props them up. Like, they write all the songs for them. They give them all the marketing. They put dancers around them. They they build a band around them. Like, there are obviously good-looking people who get ahead just because of their looks, and then the industry decides we can sell this person. But there are plenty of, but I think the warning is both, if that makes sense. And they're hardworking, because I think it's a bit harder for them coming from Monterrey and not being US based, and then being in a genre that's not popular with the youth anymore, in America at least, and being women in a male dominated industry. Because yeah, there's plenty of women, there's a bunch of female pop singers, but there's not that many female rockers today. And in most rock bands, it's like very male dominated. So it is a very hard industry to be in. And they are particularly very good looking. But I think it's unfortunate that people think that, and they just don't even like consider their talent. But I do say though, like, even me as with my below average looks and my whatever, I'm saying I've had people who don't even notice that I'm talented, and they only notice my looks. Like, I've dated people like that. They're like, wow, you're so good looking. You're so hot, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what about my singing? What about my opera training? They don't care. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times men only see the attractiveness and they don't see the talent. But I think for those who really love music, like y'all in the chat, who, you guys have been around for a while, and I think that's, I don't know, you guys like music. I found that most of the people who like The Warning are music lovers. In fact, I'm going to bring the chat to the front right now because it was kind of hiding behind the video. But let's just review some things before I end this live. I want to make sure I read everyone's stuff. The eyes remind me of the Air video. Have fun. I'll do my best. Paula's hair is a bright, unnatural red now. I want some video. Yes, I will take video. And you guys, I don't know if you follow my Instagram, but I tend to post my stories there, like kind of like what I'm doing in the moment, like the live update. So if you are on Instagram, that's probably the best way to have the current up to date, what I'm doing at BOTTLEROCK in that moment. But I will take all the video that I take, and I'm going to make a compilation long form video after the concert, like just reflecting on the festival, reflecting on The Warning. So I'll try to take some shots. I don't want to be filming the whole time, but sometimes I put my phone actually like in my bra like this, and it works pretty well. So then I don't have to hold it. See, the camera goes like this, and I just film like that. So I might be able to do that, or like live stream it even. So just keep an eye on my YouTube channel, because if I live stream, I'll like live stream to YouTube from my phone, which I did at the Sphere actually. So yes, but yes, this is a lot of fun. I love the video. I love that they're coming into their womanhood, and they're like not feeling constrained by, oh, I have to have this like teenage girl image. They're like really becoming grown women. And yeah, I think it's great. So I'm really into it. I think it's very inspiring to all people, but I find it very empowering as a woman. And believe it or not, I'm a woman musician too. I'm in a band now. I'm in a Grateful Dead cover band. And I have people, and it's really weird because, people hated Donna. There's people who hated Donna in the Grateful Dead, and they will say terrible things about her. But she was actually a very talented professional singer. Like, she was on studio tracks with Elvis and stuff like that. But the Grateful Dead didn't have in-ear monitors. They barely even had monitors. They had the wall of sound. She couldn't hear herself. So in some of the in some of the videos, she sings kind of high and she's kind of wailing, and people don't like that tone because a lot of men hate the sound of a woman's voice. Seriously, they really do. They hate when I sing opera. They hate when I sing in my soprano voice. They only can handle if I'm singing low and with like no vibrato. Otherwise, they like hate the sound of a woman's voice, which I think is kind of weird. But my point being, I'll have comments like, wow, even worse than Donna Jean. Like, wow, she really is Donna, da 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 da. Like, I mean, they're like really, and one person was so jealous because at my most recent show, they put me in the middle, in the front. And one of the reasons is we have two guitarists, right? Because there's a Jerry and a Bobby, right? And I play keyboard and I sing. So I'm kind of Donna and Keith. Now, usually the keyboardist and the Grateful Dead are on the side and the guitarists are kind of like next to each other in the middle. But it just worked out that like we had, two drummers in the back and the bassist. And then in the front we had two guitarists and me, and they put me in the middle. And someone was like, I can't believe they put her front and center, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you guys, you're so jealous. Like, it's so obvious how jealous they are. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys, why don't you just start a band then? You know what I mean? Like, don't like critique people because I somehow was recruited to a band and then I've actually been working hard to like get better, and I'm learning repertoire I didn't even know that I had never heard my whole life, and I'd never played keyboard in a band before. So like I'm learning a lot as I go, and like the only thing I have that made that possible is my self-confidence, which they obviously don't have because they just want to knock me down. But I do have a very exciting updates. I have it's like just a little tiny like pat on my own back, but so because everyone says, some people, I do Grateful Dead covers and I do them in like unusual styles, like a 3/4 time waltz. Okay. And some people are like, this is terrible. Don't do this. A lot of people say they like it because it's like iterative, Anyway, there's a historian, the number 1 Grateful Dead historian and archivist who has like 2 talk shows a day on the Sirius XM channel. His name is like Dave Lemieux or something. Dave Lemieux. He unpromptedly, like I'd never chatted with this guy. I don't follow him. He DM'd me yesterday and was just like, hey, I really like what you're doing with the Grateful Dead covers. And I was like, wait, are you Dave's Picks? Like, are you? And then I looked at his profile. It was like 40,000 followers, like verified account, like this. I was like, oh my God. So basically like the Dead archivist who's like the main source of like, whatever, like who's in charge of preserving the legacy of the Grateful Dead, he told me that he likes my covers and he thinks they're great. So I was like, oh, I have approval from the source. Okay. So everything else that all these stupid people say is just stupid. So they're literally just dumb. I'm going to share the screenshots with you guys because you guys are like, what? No way. Let's do it. I want to show you guys the screenshots of this little chat, because it was quite a moment for me that the Dave dude was like, oh, I approve of you. I was like, what? No, I have to find it. What was yesterday? Dave, there it is. Dave Lemieux. All right, let's look at this. You'll see just other people. Hold on. Let me move this here. There's Dave Lemieux. Okay. And here's where he says, I really like your interpretations of the Grateful Dead's music. Please keep doing what you're doing. And I said, thank you. Are you Dave's Picks? And he's like, among other things, yes, I am Dave's Picks. I said, amazing. I think I've heard of you on Sirius XM. Likely so. I've had a daily show on there 7 days a week for 19 years. So yeah, basically I'm famous is my point. No, not really. I'm just saying like basically Dave approved of me. So we're fine. So anyway, that's the story. And now you guys got to be part of it who knew me before Dave Lemieux approved of me. So there you go. So all these other people saying that like, stop, they literally will write stop, like on my covers. They're like, stop. This is insanity. You did an operatic Casey Jones. How could you? So they've been like really mean. But anyway, Dave approves. So I'm part of the Grateful Dead legacy now. So you can't stop me. And yes, they might put me front and center with the band because I can sing. But yeah, that's the story. But Mr. Taylor, Erica's a really big deal. Not really, but it's kind of funny. Your cover of Casey Jones and Terrapin are brilliant and amazing. Hey, there was more built-in camera, tripod, woman privilege, LOL. It's not about the looks. If the music sucks, ain't gonna listen. Exactly. Definitely Pow wrote this because she said, I don't bark, I bite. For sure, Pow is such the biting one. The main groups I watch these days are women groups with at least the lead singer as a woman. Taylor, the Pretty Reckless, gets to sell out the same comments. It's because she wears is what they sell. Completely BS. Their audio sales hold records. I'd want you at the front if you were in my band. Been a big surge on female-fronted bands these days, but I do gravitate towards a really good female vocalist. Just enjoyed the show. You might be surprised. There was a cool female band back in the Beatlemania period who were actually more popular in Germany than they were in their own country, the Liverbirds. Just like when they had She Loves You, Ich lieb dich, ja, 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 die liebt dich, whatever, when She Loves You in German. It's been hard for female singers, especially in rock. You had your outliers, of course, like Ann Wilson, Joan Jett, Amy Lee, but now there are so many female-fronted rock bands. Erica's a really big deal. Erica's really good. Sia, Cass Elliot, Ronnie Spector, Christy McVie, Stevie Nicks, Darlene Love, to name a few wonderful female singers. The industry pigeonholes most female singers into pop music, not rock. That is changing now. Drain, STH, and Black Sabbath's approval of them is what largely opened the doors to female hard rock. Speaking of Taylor, seeing them in July. Your Casey Jones was good. The comment about surprising Pigpen was meant to be funny, not cruel. No, I agree. I thought that was actually funny. No, some of the comments I can tell that the people are saying this is fun and I love it, and Jerry would be laughing in a good way. Like, Jerry's laughing up in heaven. I'm like, oh, that's sweet. But no, there's straight up people who are like, you are terrible. Stop this madness. I was like, I've never heard someone so crazy over me being like, and I was like, let my inspiration flow. Whatever the next chord is, flow. Insulting rhyme and touch and rhythm. She will not forsake me, even when da 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 da. Anyway, so now that we have Dave Lima's approval, I just emailed my band yesterday and I was like, guys, because we've never done Terrapin. They've never done Terrapin as a band. I said, guys, hear me out. Let's do Terrapin like this. I will start it in my transposed key as a waltz. I want it to be really like old timey. Like, I want the bass to be like one, do, do, da, ba, ba, bum, bum. I want it to be really three. I want their little chimes with our percussionist is going to have little chimes and triangles and like whatever. Then it's after 3 or 4 verses before we get into the Terrapin and the inspiration part. We're going to go turn on heavy distortion and drum solo, really dark star. It's going to be this crazy thing. Okay, then it's going to be, and then we're going to modulate back to the original key. Okay, and then it's going to come out just like kind of more how the Dead did it, and we'll have Travis take over the lead for inspiration. So that's my plan for Terrapin. And they were like, you know what? Sounds like a good idea, Erica. I was like, great, let's do it. So it's going to be Terrapin waltz into distortion transformation session, which kind of tells the story of the Terrapin journey as it is, because you have to go through all these trials and tribulations to get to inspiration. So that's my plan if my band can listen to my guidance and how I want it done. I want one of the guitars to play like Spanish guitar style. And the other guitar is going to do the 2-3 with the bass. So the bass is going to be like 1, because I want it very waltzy and strong. Weak, bum, bum, bum. Let my inspiration flow. Da-dee, da-da. Okay, so that's my plan. It's a little out there, but that's just how my brain works. So anyway, this was all about Ego, and I'm going to see it live tomorrow. I will post stuff after for sure, and I will definitely at least be like, guys, I'm at the stage, like before it starts. I'm gonna be like, guys, I'm here. Ah, look at where I am. It's Bottle Rock, okay? So it's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, everybody, I gotta go because my daughter's alarm's going off. No, but actually I have to go because I have to leave in 1 hour, and I have to be completely packed for Bottle Rock before I go to work. So I'm going straight from work to Bottle Rock. Okay? I'll see you guys, and I will report live back on how the Warning were live and if it changed my life. And then if that 1 hour set changes my life, I'll just have to see a full show once they go on a full tour and not just an opener for Youngblood, who also sounds amazing. So what else are you guys saying? She loves you in German. Yeah. Sie liebt dich. Sie liebt dich. Ja, ja, ja. Spirit Box Live is a good show. I was right in front of Courtney, not 5 months. Da 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 da. Okay. Well, thank you so much. This was amazing. Take care. And bye. 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 Please subscribe. Please send it all to the warning.